Right after we do our break falls, we do mat work, which is ground fighting. We do different sets of ground techniques, these are not prearranged, these are just regular fights, but we stick to the ground only. This is just to perfect the ground fighting abilities.
Izumi!
Now the object here is to either pin your opponent or submit, or have them submit to either an arm bar or an arm bar, choke, or a hold down. Now, mostly a lot of leverage is used in Judo, where you're basically trying to use their momentum or strength against them. So in a lot of cases, you will see a smaller player defeat a larger opponent by using their own strength against them. This is a kata. I'm just going to do one set so you kind of get the feel of. These are prearranged forms, and they're basically to preserve the techniques in their basic components. This throw is uki otoshi, which means floating drop throw. The next one is a sort of a self-defense kata technique where he attacks it with a punch, and he throws them with ippon seonage, which is a back carry throw. All the techniques are done left and right. This last one is called kata guruma, which means wheel throw. Shoulder wheel throw. Again, it's done left and right. An ouchigari is a reaping throw, inside reap. It takes the leg from the inside. It should be a self-defense application of the throw, which is a person, and this is a leg lock. The leg locks are only done in kata. We only practice it in a safe way. It's very dangerous to do leg locks. That is ippon seonage, which means back carry throw. That would be a self-defense application of the technique. With an arm bar. And this would be jujigatame, which is a cross arm bar. And grab him, break, hit, arm bar punch. Now when we do the arm bars, we're basically locking the elbow. In competition, this is legal. And the person has to tap out. If they don't tap, they will dislocate their elbow. Osoto Gari as a self-defense application. We're finishing with an arm. Now I'm going to do a little sequence where I'll be the aggressor and I'll show you some different self-defense applications.
Judo is a worldwide application of self-defense. Many police departments in many countries use it for their combat tactics training. In this case, Janice Palmer is going to be demonstrating her defenses against an aggressor. Application of Sotogari with an arm bar. Uchigari. His way to Iponsionari. Punching and kicking are elements of Judo. Although not practiced in the Olympic sport, it is practiced in self-defense. Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to demonstrate some. I'll have Ernest come up and Garfield, and I'll show you some different techniques. First, we're going to start with a hand technique. This is Taiotoshi, which means body drop. The hand technique focus on the arm movement. So you watch how he uses his hands to set up the opponent and drop his body to do the throw. Okay. Now Garfield will demonstrate a hip throw. And this will be Harai Yoshi, which is a sweeping hip throw. Notice that the leg goes up. Okay. Now, we're going to demonstrate a leg technique, which is, we'll do Osoto Gari. Ernest will do Osoto Gari, which is outside reaping throw. Okay. Also, in Judo, we have some what's called sacrifice techniques. And probably the most famous one is probably Tomoe Nage, which is a rear sacrifice technique. And we'll have Garfield do a rear sacrifice technique, which is Tomoe Nage. And goes to a hold down. Okay, so you have hand techniques, hip throws, leg throws, and Sutemi Waza. You can do a side Sutemi Waza, a Yoko Sutemi Waza. Okay, Yoko means side, so he's going to demonstrate a side sacrifice technique. He uses his body to throw his opponent. Now, one of the things that Kana Jigoro developed, which was unique in martial arts, is called randori.